starting a company from scratch to generating 13 million in 3 years. So think Apple or think American Airlines, think McDonald's. All right, everyone, if you want to learn how to start a company from scratch and turn it into a $13 million company within 3 years, listen up. So I want to share some of my best practices on how to jumpstart a startup company from the inception to where it's at today. So first and foremost, you have to build a brand that sees into the future. So think Apple or think American Airlines. So whenever you look at those logos of those brands, those aren't startup brands. Those are brands that are multi-billion-dollar brands, and you got to think big. So when it comes to generating your logo and creating the design of it, ask yourself, is this meant for a few hundred people or is this meant for a few billion people? So design your brand with a 100x mindset in mind. Step number 2 is find and recruit and train phenomenal people. Now, in my opinion, this is probably the hardest step because this is the step that most people take for granted because a lot of entrepreneurs think that they can do this all on their own, and you can't. If you want to go far, go together. If you want to go fast, go by yourself. Step number 3 is put phenomenal systems in place. You want to create an extraordinary system that ordinary people can thrive in. So think McDonald's, for example. They created a phenomenal system that ordinary people can thrive in. If you haven't watched The Founder, watch it. It's definitely a great movie. And then step number 4 would be to delegate wisely and focus on the most important 20% of your day. And what I mean by that is try to identify the most important 20% tasks that you should be doing. If the bottom 80% can be delegated to your assistant or to your protege or to somebody else, then you should, so you can stay focused on the future and be the visionary to continue to grow the company at the pace that you've been growing it. So that's my 4-step process on going from starting a company from scratch to generating 13 million in 3 years. So if you have any more questions or comments, drop them below.